Hello, everyone, and welcome to I think it's episode 4 in it, Pete. Of
Yeah, it's correct.
Only,
Yep.
yeah, that's right. Of Only Fools and Collecting. So, as per usual, it's myself and Pete. We're going to talk a load of utter shit and bollocks, generally about figures and everything in between. So, we're going to start every single show, like we always do, quite predictably, with new this fortnight. So, Pete, what you got? Tell me. I'm interested.
Well, okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll start with. We'll start with you. With the first slide we've got is one for you,
You want to start with me?
If you want to.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
So,
yep, start with you. Yep, I believe
I
you've got
this
Logan.
week a Logan. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is come up with a few Marvel figures that are films that I really like. Now I don't want to go mental into the whole Marvel thing. I don't want reams and reams and loads of Marvel stuff because I'm adamant that at some point the bubble's going to pop. And these whole like 400 quid fucking Scarlet Witches and all that bollocks is just the bubble's going to pop at some point. So I only want figures from the films I really liked. So, and I don't care if it's Fox or Disney or whoever. If I liked it, I'm buying it. So I've wanted a Logan for ages because I really like that film. And I've been sort of having more luck with eBay than I have with the groups lately. So I was just having a quick tumble through, and this Logan popped up for 80 quid. It's him in the black suit at the beginning when he gets his ass kicked by those guys trying to steal his hubcaps.
Yep.
And he gets out and just fucking massacres them. I really like that scene. So he's in the black suit and that. The only problem I've got is that the suit itself, the trousers are great, the shirt's really nice. I've had to take it in a bit in the back. But the jacket, for some reason, the left-hand side of it stays open. Okay. So I've had to bin that off. But to be fair, I'm liking it. It came with quite a bit, to be fair. An Elvin head sculpt, which that's probably the best Logan sculpt I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. I was really impressed with that. It came with the closed fists with the claws, the open fists with the claws, a JD bottle, and I think an X-Men comic. So, yeah, I was quite happy with that. And for 80 quid, I thought I can't really sort of kick it. I can't not get it. So this week it's gonna get weathered up. I'll stick some blood on the claws and maybe sort of some bullet holes in them and stuff like that. And then hopefully I should start getting a few more sort of Marvel figures. But yeah, so that was that was him. And then you got a Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah. Quick technical question: are you getting the slides? I've
got nothing coming up, Pete.
Okay. Might want to check whether I've got a.
To be honest, mate, if we ain't got them, we ain't got them. We can get it sorted for next time. It's not a
I can't remember what we did last time.
That's all right. Don't worry about it this time. It's fine.
Can you see them now or not?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got a Dutch. I've already got a normal Dutch from Predator that I'd kind of put together, mostly Hot Toys. But this week I came across a cheap Fison body, and I'd already had a spare Arnie sculpt, some combat trousers, some boots. So I thought, I'll make the Mud Arnie from the end of the movie. So yeah, that's quite cool. Basically, just covered him in shit, and cut a few slashes in him and put some blood in. Made him I whittled a pencil, painted that brown, and then strapped a knife to the end of it. And yeah, it's good. I mean, for the 30 quid or whatever I paid for the body, gives me another figure. So I need to try and squeeze him in the Arnie cube somewhere.
Yeah, to be honest, your Arnie figures are really good, and that Dutch you did is great. It does look great because you've got the Predators and stuff, so it'll go with it.
Yeah, I got a classic Pred, so I need to get him in there if I can.
Yeah,
because he's currently in with the Aliens, but it'd be nice to get him up there with Dutch, I think.
Yeah, have them all together.
Yes, yeah. So that was an unexpected. I got the body in Tuesday, and I'd spent a couple of hours Tuesday evening doing it, and add another one to the collection.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So we've got a couple of comments. We got Manny G. He's listening from work. He says, "What's up?" And we've got Collecting Weekly, which I've got a suspicious feeling that's probably Zach saying, "What up, guys?" So hello, hello, hello. Yeah. So what else did you get? So that you didn't get anything else this week, did you? Nothing at all.
Well, no.
So me and Pete
speak of the trade.
Yes. So we had a three-way trade. Should we call it? We had a three-way.
Yep.
Three-ways are good. So I'm having a bit of a shake-up of my collection at the moment. I want to just concentrate on stuff that I really like, films that are actually not just popular stuff that I really enjoyed. So I had the RoboCop 2-pack. Now, I love these figures. They're fantastic. But I really wanted a regular RoboCop. Now, the price of that is astronomical. I can't even be asked to go into that. So what I did want to do was branch off into the Marvel side. So I want some more Marvel stuff. But like I said, only the stuff I really do like from Marvel. Yeah. So a little while ago, I was due Hot Toys Thanos. The guy in Hong Kong who took the deposit has effectively just fucked up with it. He's run off. I'm not getting that back. It's never happening. So while I'm having a little shake up, I thought Pete's always wanted the Murphy figure, and our mate Dave Upton has always wanted the battle damage Robo.
Yep.
So I said to him, "Well, I'll tell you what, boys. If you guys get me Thanos, which is down there, you can have the other two. I'll send them to Pete. You do what you like with them. You ship it off to whatever." And that's what we did. So I got my Thanos. Pete got his Murphy. Dave got his Robo.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah,
happy, lovely definitely. Chicken dinner. Yeah. So my Thanos turned up, and it's fucking brilliant. I'm loving it. I did not anticipate how big it was. Now, one of the issues I've got is that I have double DTOS. So now Thanos is slightly fucking bigger. I've had to make a half shelf, and then that's going to be like my Marvel quadrant kind of thing. But I'm loving it. I'm so happy I got it in the end, because it is brilliant. And I think we've got some slides now.
Yes, I remembered I had to share my screen.
No,
so now should be okay.
There we go. So go full screen on that, Pete.
Perfect.
We're getting absolutely everything off your screen now.
Yeah.
So do you know when I say we're nowhere near as professional as the others?
Yeah.
This is probably the side. Yeah. So there's my Thanos with my lovely unpainted shelf, which is now painted. And there's Pete's Murphy. Now, I'm loving what you've done with Murphy there, though. With the blown off arm.
I because the way I need to display him, because I've got a cube on top of my Detoffs with Ed 209 squeezed in there, hunched down as low as you'll go. On the left, I've got the diecast RoboCop, and on the right, I've got the battle damaged. So I've got to have. I've just recently I've wanted this Murphy so badly, and I've been badgering Ian for it, saying you want to split the set, blah blah blah. And then obviously when Dave came on board and said he'd like the battle damage, then that kind of set the wheels in motion. So I have to have him crouched down. So I thought actually what would be really cool is to have the scene where he gets his hand blown off by a shotgun. So I had a spare arm from some customer or something. So I just went at the end of it with a Stanley knife, made some jagged bits. I got a couple of nice bits that pinged out of it. I thought if I stick those back in and paint them white, they look like bone. So I did that, and then just went to town with the blood. And I think I really like it. So I haven't got it in place yet, because the trouble is with the cubes on the top is obviously they don't have a hinged door on them. So they're kind of self-supporting by their own walls. So that means that I need to take down all the stuff that's on top of them and get that in. But that's fine, because then I can do the Arnie at the same time. If people want to see the Arnie, there he is.
Oh, there you go. There he is.
Yeah, yep. Looking.
Yeah. No, he looks good. I mean, at the end of the film, he's all covered in mud and shit.
Yes, yeah. He couldn't see me.
Yeah.
So I was rewatching Predator the other day.
Covered in the mud.
Just to get some ideas. But I've seen a couple of people do them, so by no means the first person.
Are you not worried about it cracking, though?
I'm not going to be able to touch it. It's basically a statue.
Yeah.
I was putting some matte acrylic on it, and I had my thumb on his abs.
Yeah.
Pulled my thumb away, and all the paint came away with it.
Yeah.
So it's basically I can't really touch it or anything, which is fine because it's not, not but no, I don't know what people do to get paint to stick on a Thyssen. I know there are techniques.
Witchcraft. I think you have to sacrifice a virgin, and then you can do it.
I don't know. Dario Barbera's done quite a lot of Conans, and I don't know long term if they do. I think
people tend to dye them. I think if you dye them, they're fine, but if you paint them, they can get a little bit tasty. I mean, the best person to talk to is Zach. He's him, and I think him and Manny. The big blue naked guy from Watchmen. So have a chat.
Oh yeah.
You know exactly.
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, you know exactly what it is. So that was our half-assed rambling attempt at what we got new this week. Yeah. I think it's safe to say that's probably a fucking disaster.
So, it was. It was. But anyway, we got through. And we're happy.
Exactly.
He's happy with his.
Exactly.
So,
the only thing is, so obviously, my Thanos came from a different guy on the groups.
Yeah.
And I walked in through the front door and they said, "Oh, you got a parcel." I thought, fucking brilliant, happy days. And I turned around and literally my heart fell out through my asshole when I saw the package. This bloke had shipped it in one piece of bubble wrap, clear, so the whole fucking world can see exactly what it was. And I was like, oh, fuck, this better not be fucked. This better not be fucked. This better not be fucked. Luckily, the only thing that there was a tiny little nick on the chin, which I can sort out. That's not a problem. I was like, do you know sometimes you get stuff through and you look at it and go, how the fuck is that not broken?
Yeah.
I was so fucking happy that it hadn't, because I thought, this could turn out to be a right fucking nightmare. But luckily, we were sound, people. We were sound. But it fucking cracked me up. It did make me laugh. I was like, don't do that.
So I then made a big point of making Dave's absolutely impossible to get into.
Yes, it was like fucking bomb-proof.
And I said, well, when I sent him a picture, I said, it looks like it's about £1 million worth of coke there, mate. And he said something about he's going to have the Rozzers turn up. And I said, yeah, you are, mate. I've already called him. But no, I think he got in there, and he's very pleased as well. So
good. See, we can work something out, and we can manage a trade. We can't manage a podcast. We're learning.
No. Give us till at least number 25. We might.
Oh, please, say 125. Cool. So this week's been quite a good week. It has been. Why have you got a random?
This is your shake up. Sorry, I'll just put a slide in because you had a collection shake up, and I was just thinking I haven't got a picture of his whole collection, so I'll just find one that I had. So
okay.
You've talked about that. You're going hardcore Marvel.
Yes, yeah. So on the bright side, I've decided I'm keeping that fucking Arkham bats. I couldn't do it. I literally got to the point where I was taking photos for someone, and I was like, no, I'm keeping you. I can't not. In fact, I went through my collection and there were so many figures in there. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of that. I was going to get rid of the like ninja type Bruce Wayne when he's training. Yep. Got that out, took photos, went, nope, that's too cool. I can't fucking part with that. My Guyver, I got that out and was like, okay, yeah, I'm fucking mental. There's only like 200 of them. There's no fucking way I'm getting rid of that. No. Arkham Bats did exactly the same thing. So what I've learned is that I can't part with anything. But oddly enough, the Commissioner Gordon I got, I'm not liking that. I think that's
how many days did you have him for you?
About a week.
Yeah.
It's great. I really like it, but I think I want a plain clothed Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
So that's back up on the groups, and as long as I can get back what I paid for, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah, that's cool.
But the last week or so, or the last 2 weeks, have been quite good for for new releases and upcoming releases. So
Definitely.
new releases a little on the light side. So one thing I did want to mention is all the prices I've got at the moment, I buy from Hong Kong. So I've looked at Hong Kong prices. The prices I'm going to tell you could be a hell of a lot cheaper if you waited for second batch, or if you went and waited even longer and then got it from a UK retailer. Probably going to be cheaper. But this is just the prices that I got off of a website that I'm going to start to use. And it's just that Toy Wonderland. Their website's pretty cool. It's probably worth giving them a go. So the new releases that came with Killmonger, I'm quite liking this. I think I prefer it to the actual Black Panther.
Yeah, the face looks really cool. And there's a lot of people complaining about the gold.
I'm not overly impressed with the gold, to be fair.
No.
Because he only really does the gold when he takes damage. So unless you've got him posed up with him having the shit kicked out of him, it's probably not going to be great. I mean, I've seen a few people blacking it out, and it looks good. Like
it's fairly easy to do. I suppose, as you said, the figures are getting so expensive now. That you don't want to do something like that, particularly if it.
But then again, they're only silly money if you buy first batch. They're not as bad if you, and then it all depends on the figure, because like when we go through some of the prices, you'll see some aren't too bad. I'll show you the prices between first and second batch. It's insane sometimes. But obviously, once it's out, it's out. So Killmonger set you back £200. I'm liking the head sculpts. I think you get a decent amount of I think you get some okay accessories. I do think it takes the piss when they put in one of the panels a clawed hand as an accessory. That's probably been a little bit cuntish, if I'm honest.
Scraping the barrel, definitely.
Yeah, just a bit. But overall, I think if you've got a load of Black Panther stuff, then this is this is something you've got to try to pick up. For £200, I don't think it's too bad.
It's not for me. I think it was interesting because I think on the Collecting Weekly, the last one, there was somebody on one of the guys was talking on there about how actually they weren't a big fan of Black Panther and they weren't were surprised how well it did and everything. I don't mind it, but I'm not a massive.
Seen it once.
I'm not a massive fan of the character and the movie. This would be an easy pass for me. I haven't got anything that I'd want to pair him up with. But it looks okay. Again, it's one of those things where it's a case of seeing how the suit is for posing and things like that. Whether there's any long-term damage if you have it in a dynamic pose.
I don't think it's going to be too bad, to be fair.
No.
To be honest, it's going to be the same kind of material as Black Panther, and I don't think anyone's had any issues with that. So
no,
I think it'll be fine.
Cool.
So the next one I noticed was, and this one, to be fair, I couldn't give that much of a shit about.
Really?
I just. So it's the Hot Toys R2, and it's the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
This is £198 from Hong Kong, so it's again not an insane amount of money. But to me, if you've got the New Hope one, I can't see it worth upgrading for. It's just fair enough. I mean, it comes with a lot of accessories.
The Force Awakens one.
The Force Awakens.
Right,
even if you've got the sideshow version that comes with like fucking everything.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks nice. And some of the accessories look good, but
I completely agree. I mean, I have the TFA one, and I think, to be honest, it's 99% the same as this. I wouldn't pose him with any of the appendages or anything. So they're I'm not sure. I think I paid about £150 for mine, which I thought was reasonable.
Yeah, there was one up on the groups, 140 the other day, and then there was a sideshow one for 100.
Yeah, I go for about 100.
I
think I wouldn't say that all these extras are worth the £60. The only big difference is there was a good comparison video. The weathering's a bit lighter on this one.
Yeah.
If you want your R2 a little bit more white, not quite as weathered, then this is a better option. But to be honest, it doesn't make me want to chuck mine in the bin and buy this one. more than happy with mine. So yeah, if I didn't have one, I'd be up for it. But
Yeah.
I don't need it. So
no, it's an easy pass for me. The big one that came out this week, though, that there's been lots of a lot about it, is the Mark 7.
Yeah.
The die-cast Mark 7.
Yeah.
So this is going to set you back £541. Yes. And that's, so, and that's only going to go up. For me, I can't justify 541. But what I can justify is waiting for someone to upgrade to this and picking up the plastic one.
Yep. Yeah.
Because
this is one before.
No, see, I've owned a Mark 4. I've owned a Mark 42. I think that's about it for Iron Man, to be fair.
Yeah, I had one of these. Very early in my collection, I had the plastic one of this.
See, I like the plastic one. I think it still holds up.
Yeah, it's a nice figure.
So to me, 550 quid's that's more than I paid for my first car. So that's too rich for me. I'm out.
It is. I mean, today,
I only paid £150 more for my DeLorean.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think to date, my new figure was the Mark 46, and that cost me about $320, and I thought that was like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know, but the prices they go for now are just insane.
I mean, the pictures I've seen, it does look shit hot. It does look very good.
Yeah,
and the way you've got it turns into that weird pod thing.
Yeah,
which, to be fair, I don't think anyone
who's going to
pose
it like that. Yeah.
The stand is just, to me, looks as though it's just a Terminator one that they've taken the pipe bomb off. So they've rehashed the stand. The actual figure itself looks great, but 550 fucking notes, no chance, no way.
No, and
I would, I couldn't. That's just
become so acceptable.
Yeah, and that's
being like
bearing in mind that 550 though is the day one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
First batch, it will be cheaper. Second batch, it's probably going to be about 450, but it's just it's still going to be fucking expensive.
Yeah,
like even 450 is too much.
Dave's got one on order, hasn't he, with a UK seller?
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see. I'm not sure what he paid for it, to be honest. It must have been up close to 400, I'd have thought.
Yeah. I mean, it's so much for what it is. I mean, I don't get wrong, I like it, it's great. And if you buy this from Sideshow, this is probably my favourite thing of the week. It's only just come out today.
Yep.
If you buy this from Sideshow, because of the fact that it's a die-cast figure and the box is bigger, they will not double pack it. So if you order it from Sideshow, now the actual shipper itself isn't a regular shipper. It doesn't have the MMS number and all that sort of gumph on it. In the traditional way it normally does. They've actually put some graphics on it. It looks now straight away it's a fucking shipper at the end of the day. But they put a little bit of effort into it. So people are going to want this. Has is nice and neat, all lovely jubbly sorted. Sideshow are pretty much saying, no, this is too big. We're not going to double wrap it. So they will literally just slap stickers all over it and send it out as is. Now, I know it's a shipper box. I know it's meant to be shipped like that. But come on, how many of these are going to turn up fucked? How many of these are going to turn up great dents in the boxes? How many of these are going to get dumped on someone's fucking porch and someone's going to drive past and go, oh, they don't get a clue what it is, but they're going to see fucking Iron Man and go, I'll have that.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems absolutely fucking mental that they will not do that. It just seems the bare basic customer service. Like, just stick it in the fucking box. Everyone else does.
I think, the shipper thing can get a bit out of hand, but the price you're paying for this figure, it's ridiculous.
Yes, yeah. And like you say, the price you're paying, you expect it to turn up immaculate.
Yeah.
So a bit of bubble wrap and another box around it, it really isn't asking too much.
They haven't got one that's the right size, and they're not going to get any different ones.
Thing is, it's not a fucking 1/6 scale vehicle. Like, they could put it in a box if they wanted to. They've just been dicks.
How much money are they making out of people?
Yeah. I sometimes I think Sideshow just want to piss people off. Yeah. They just do stuff just to. They get it wrong consistently. Like, they are fucking insane. They are.
They're pretty much, I think they just feel they've got such a not a monopoly, but they've got such a big hold a big piece of the American market.
Yeah, we're sideshow. We do what the fuck we like.
People are going to keep coming to us.
Yeah.
So
fuck
just
them.
treat like shit.
Yeah, pretty much. You can tell by who they used to promote and all that. They're just
yeah.
So this week as well, finally, we have the Fat Thor, or they call it Bro Thor for some.
Thor,
yeah. I guess they probably thought they couldn't get away with.
You don't want to offend anybody.
No, with Fat Fuck Thor.
Yeah.
But I think this looks pretty good. It will set you back. So this is where the first and second batch come into effect. So first batch is 379 quid. Second batch, which is 90 days or longer, is only 207 quid. Yeah. Now you got to account for shipping on that, which is probably going to be about 30 quid.
Yeah.
But it just shows the huge difference between
day
one and whenever the fuck it turns up on a pallet.
Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't pay 379 for this, but I probably would pay 207.
Yeah, I think the going rate for these figures is around about the 230, 240 with UK sellers. I think now that seems to be about normal.
Yeah.
So again, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But not unreasonable, I don't think.
No. Well, fuck off. 379 quid is. That's a lot of money. I mean, but the thing is, you're paying for a service with that. You're paying for the premium of having it day one.
You're paying for some fucker's month's rent.
Well, you're paying for someone to queue up. That's what it is. You're paying for someone's time to queue up, hire vans, all that kind of stuff. But the figure itself, I like it. I think they probably I don't think they padded the arms or legs out enough.
His belly's not very big, is it really?
Well, I think I think he could probably be a little bit chunkier, but I don't think if you look at it, if you covered the stomach, the arms and legs are not those of a fat man.
No.
Speaking as a fat man.
Yeah, well, yes.
You would find that in the film he had chunky little legs and fucking flabby arms. He doesn't in this. What they've done is just focused on the fucking stomach and gone, here goes a fat fuck. There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking as a fat fuck, he needs his arms and legs
qualified to comment on
this. His arms and legs need to be a little bit bigger.
But definitely.
I'm not overly complaining because I think on the whole it looks pretty good. I'm not going to complain too much.
Would you be interested in buying one?
I would.
Because you haven't got a store, have you?
No, this is the thing that pisses me off with Marvel at the moment. Is I've had a Dark World Thor and I paid 130 quid for that.
Yeah.
You could not shift that fucker if you wanted to. No one wanted it.
No.
I looked for one the other day, 200 plus. Fuck off, am I paying that for that?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But again, it's the whole Marvel train at the moment. But I think I probably could stretch to it. But I'd have to jump on it now, and I'm a bit brassic at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think I might try and pick one up when it comes out, if the price is right. But I think I've got more chance of fucking winning the lottery.
Yeah. I've still got a Dark World Thor, and I haven't really had any strong urge to change him. Really, I'm still really happy with him. So.
That and the Ultron, the Age of Ultron ones, are probably my favourite two versions.
Yeah,
they're
good
pretty
figures.
cool. Yeah, and obviously you can't have Thor without Hulk. So Hulk has finally been announced. Now, when I first saw this, I really liked it. The more I look at it, the more I think it looks weird.
Yeah,
his face just looks odd.
Yep.
He just the rest of it I think looks fine, albeit he's in some fucking pajamas.
That's a problem.
And it just seems a bit weird. He was like this for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In the film before he got all fucked up, and so I would have liked to see more of the normal street clothes. Or,
I think
a bit of a different look.
Put that in, some civvies as well would be cool.
Yeah, they could have made like a DX pack or something.
I think with the glasses on, it looks 100 times better than without. But
yes, definitely.
Then the glasses
seems like someone shrunk the middle of his face.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not two sculpts, is it, or is it two sculpts?
One. The glasses are you just plunk on his face.
Yeah, it seems to transform the likeness. But
although it's nice to see a gauntlet that can click.
Yep. Yeah, he has the
So,
click.
yeah, because you don't get that on Thanos.
No.
You won't. The fucking fingers won't
No.
touch. But this one, right? Now, bearing in mind the price of the other one, this isn't that much more. To be fair, it's 429 first batch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you sense my sarcasm?
Yeah.
429 for the first batch, and the second batch is 263. So.
Okay. Yeah.
263 is slightly more reasonable for a larger figure, but 429, you're off your fucking face. I'm not. That's too much. I ain't paying that for that.
No,
With the fact he's wearing fucking pajamas, the fact his face is shrunk in the middle of his head.
Yeah.
Nah, for 429, it's a pass.
Yeah, I mean, look how big is the gap between the bottom of his nose and the top of his lip is bigger than his nose.
Yeah,
which is just weird.
Yeah, and I think his eyes and nose are so shrunk in the middle of his face.
Yeah,
I'm just not feeling that one. Yeah, so we will move on from that quickly because the more I look at it, the more it just shit. So CW Flash. Now I quite like the program. I think it's all right. So this I'm quite excited for. The only issue I have with this is that what else am I going to put it with? Unless they start doing a lot of the other CW stuff, he's going to be on his Todd. Yeah. But I think it's probably the best 1/6 scale Flash figure that is going to come out. Because I wasn't a fan of the Justice League one, and I think this does look pretty cool. But this one, this little fucker will set you back 229 first batch. Second batch is 175.
Okay. More reasonable.
For 175, obviously you've got postage on top, like I said before, but for 175, I'm all over that. And I have neglected the comments. Let's have a look. Lord Gregory, bring me Hulk. Whoa, those are not PJs. I will fight you. It should have come with casual wear. Yeah, they need to fix the face. $300K US. So 300,000 US. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea what the fuck you're on about, Greg.
No.
We love you, but you're actual mental.
Yeah. This looks okay. I mean, to me, it doesn't look massively different from the So Toys one that I've got already.
No, there's some decent ones out already, to be fair.
Yeah, which incidentally I have up for sale at the moment. If anyone's interested, at a very reasonable price. So.
Yes, I was tempted by that, but again, I've got no money.
If anyone is interested in a So Toys Flash for a good price, then message me up on Facebook. We can sort something out.
Oh, hang on. Lord Greg has edited Silly Geese. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Buy Pete's. Don't buy this, buy Pete's.
Yeah.
It'd be good. You'll love it. Everyone will love it. It'd be fantastic.
Nice one.
Cool. So this one is now this, if you look at the head, it looks great. The rest of it just looks shit. This is the Atlas King of Atlantis, and this is by Arts Figures. 121 quid. So it's cheap as chips, but yeah, the body. I mean, the body's probably super articulated because it's got fucking joints everywhere. Yeah. I think the head looks pretty good.
It does look cool, yeah.
He's underwater, but it's an easy pass for me. It just looks, with all the joints showing, it just looks fucking weird.
It's like those what was that range of like gangster figures that were all
Gangster.
Yeah, like angular and like almost cartoony. It's kind of got that look, but it doesn't fit with the face, does it? Because it's like ultra realistic face.
No.
And where does he just wear
Greg
the boots?
We need a regular head. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
Does he just wear his Timberland boots with his underwater outfit?
Do you know what? It's been that long since I've seen the film, but I think it's a little known fact that if you have Timberland shoes, or Timberlake, wherever the fuck they are, it makes you better at swimming. You can just put them on. Yeah. They help you sink. They're fantastic. There's so this is just such a bad figure. Like not for me. No. Not for me. But if you like it, more the power to you. But yeah,
move along.
You can't polish a turd. Now this, if you've got a Neo, you're going to be very interested in this. This is the Toys World, the Transcender, and you can get this on 1/6 kit for £101 plus postage.
Bargain.
So for 101 quid plus what, 20, 30 quid postage?
Yeah.
It is. I know Greg's chimed in. What do I have against? What do I have against joints? I've got nothing against joints. I love them. They're fantastic. They let figures bend. But look at the photos of that fucking terrible figure and tell me that looks good. It looks fucking appalling. He says, of course it's in the film when he fought his bro. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, I've seen it once. It was all right. But this one, this is the Agent Smith, and it comes with 2 head sculpts, which is pretty cool. There's one serious looking face, which I quite like, and there's a face as though he has smelt the worst fart ever.
He's transforming into a rat.
Yeah, so there's like a grimace face to it, which is just probably throw that one away. That's not great. The normal face is good, and when it's with the glasses on, it looks really good. So if you've got a Neo, it's worth picking this one up for 101 quid. Yep. It's well worth it. And to be fair, the suit looks like it's really well tailored.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
Yeah, I'm liking that one. So there's 2 more to go. So we got the Lim Toys Peter Parker sculpts. That's been announced. Now I really like this, and at 27 quid, I don't think you can argue with this.
Except you've got to buy the Spider-Man to go with it.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't buy it if you didn't have the Spider-Man. Which,
you haven't got that Spider-Man.
I have a strange collection of just different superheroes without their costumes, just civilian versions of everything.
Yeah.
So this sculpt's really good. I'm quite impressed with Lim Toys lately. So this could be really, really good.
So is this the one from the PS4?
The game, yes, and it looks spot on. It looks really, really good. So if you've got the Advanced Suit Spider-Man from the Spider-Man game, well worth it. I mean, I would love this Spider-Man, but the price of it is it's brilliant. The price is just through the roof at the moment. But yeah, that's 27 quid. And then the other, the last one is the Ecto 1, yeah. So there's been lots and lots and lots of space. People are getting shipping notices and all that. It's going to be expensive,
soon,
however you cut it up. So I don't have an exact price because all I know is it's going to be fucking expensive.
It's got to be 1,500 quid, isn't it?
It must be. I mean, looking at it though, you can fit all the Ghostbusters in, all their gear in the back. It is going to be huge. And when I think about how big the DeLorean is, and that's a 2-seater, this is going to be massive.
Yeah, definitely.
It
looks amazing. If you've got the room for it and you've got the figures, then perfect. It'd be I'd worry a bit about the how they're with the shipping and stuff, whether all that stuff makes it to you in one piece, because there's a lot of fairly delicate bits and pieces on that.
Do not buy this from fucking Sideshow, because they will just wrap it in a fucking bin bag and send it to you, right? Yeah, those fuckers will not double box anything. So you bought this from Sideshow, be prepared to just have some glue ready, because you have to stick the cup back together again.
You get like a very expensive 3D jigsaw. But it looks cool. It looks spot on for the film. I'm looking forward to seeing some reviews of it when people have it in hand. But I certainly wouldn't have room for it.
No, I mean, it's just so fucking big. But I'm so looking forward to some of the pictures people are going to put.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Because it does look good. So that was effectively everything that we noticed that we liked that was either coming out or has come out. There's been a hell of a lot more announced than there has that's actually come out. But as I said before, I actually got to see the Joker the other day, so we can finally talk about it. I'm going to warn everyone now. We aren't going to go into spoilers. There's a spoiler chat for that. So it's probably worth listening to that. Was that went properly?
Yeah, I listened to that this morning. It was really good.
That's a good point, isn't it? But this was probably my favourite film of the year by far.
Yep.
It was
even
absolutely.
Better than Endgame.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I see. They're different films, to be fair.
Oh, massively, hugely.
So, Endgame was fun, and sort of tied a lot of stuff together. To me, Joker was like a proper film.
Yeah.
Like, I loved the Joker. I went to see it with my missus. She wasn't a big fan of it, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
And we went to see it one of those Everyman cinemas. So
how was that?
Yeah, interesting. I liked it. I thought, great, seats comfortable, fantastic. Them keep bringing food in and out was great, apart from the fact that you got nowhere to fucking put it. You had a tiny little table next to you that could take a drink, and then that's it. People are getting pizzas and shit bought in. It's like,
so
where the fuck are you gonna put that?
You pay extra for those, or is that part of the ticket?
No, you pay on top.
Okay.
So effectively, they've just crammed a restaurant and a cinema together.
So it could end up being like £100 cinema trip if you've eaten and drink a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you sit there like fucking Mr. Creosote, just wife off in and all that, then you're probably going to rack the bill up. Yeah. Lion bar.
How was the presentation? Was good, screen and sound and stuff.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was smaller than like a megaplex, like a big.
But it's a movie that suits that kind of. It doesn't need to be on a massive screen.
And that's the thing. And I absolutely love this film. I really want to get a figure of it now. It was quite slow to begin with, but I quite like that. Then all of a sudden, the second half, everything exploded.
Yeah.
So I'm.
It's a slow burn, isn't it? It's building up that fire within him. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was very. It's very gritty. It's very dirty. It's it's oppressive. The score's amazing. I was listening to the score on the way home, and it's got a kind of character of its own. It's really helps set the tone. You're on edge, wondering what's going to happen. It was. I think I was very skeptical about it before I saw it, but now I can understand why. It's being talked about as an Oscar contender.
Yeah, I don't see what all the aggro was about though, where people are going on about that it's going to encourage people to fucking go out and commit.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because like they were saying that a lot of the American cinemas had police officers and stuff.
I mean, the worst thing that will ever happen in a UK cinema is you have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
That's about it. So luckily, I could watch it without having to. I could watch it without having to worry about being gunned down.
Yeah. But, unfortunately, I do have that issue because the nearest cinema to me is actually in a town centre. So to go and see a film there, you've got to pay 4 hours parking because they took out the 3 hours. So you've either got to pay for 2 hours, which is no good if you're watching a movie. So you've got to pay for 4 hours, which is almost £5.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck's sake, or if I go a little bit further, then it's an industrial estate and it's free, but then you're paying the petrol out. So it's a bit, probably costs the same either way, but.
Cheap bastard is £5p. Pay to park.
Yeah, I know.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Great movie. Definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
And you don't have to. You don't have to be a DC fan, or you can come at it cold. And
to be fair,
really
you could have taken the Joker out of this and had nothing to do with Gotham, nothing to do with it, and it still would have been a good film.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worthy of an Oscar for me, mate. I think it's spot on.
Yeah.
So the other thing that came out this week was the Rise of the Skywalker trailer.
Final trailer.
Yep, and I've said this a couple of times before. I like the Star Wars films. The last film was good. I quite liked it. I would, don't get me wrong, it had its issues, but I'm not going to cry and bitch and moan like a giant man child about it. But I quite like the trailer for this. I thought it was good. My only worry is that they pander to everyone who didn't like it before, and they just try and cram it with as much as they possibly can, and then we end up with a mismatched fucking car crash.
Yeah, it's back. J.J. Abrams is directing again, isn't he? I think Ryan Johnson was meant to do it, but because of the backlash with the last one, then he got knocked off. And I think I've heard some things saying that it's in some ways it's going to kind of ignore what happened in the last movie and kind of. But
we have a winning comment. Look at that.
Oh yes,
Greg, I will bitch and moan. Yes, you will.
But yeah, it looks cool to me. Looks like there's going to be some cool space battle with the Falcon, with Lando back at the controls. Looking forward to seeing him. Very intrigued by the 3PO bit.
That bit seemed. Yeah, I'm a little bit. That was the bit in the trailer where I thought that might not work.
Yeah, we don't know obviously what he's about to do.
To be fair, like I'm looking forward to it. I think if it is going to be as good as I think it's going to be, it'd be great. But I'm always overly optimistic when it comes to these kinds of things.
Yeah, the thing is with me, I can watch it on two levels. I'll be going to see it with my mate on opening night. I've booked tickets, and I'll go in.
They're not even available for my cinema yet.
They're not.
No, I tried. I had a look.
Yeah, both mine. So I'm seeing that. So that'll be me as watching it as a skeptical OT trilogy fan. And then I go and see it on Christmas Eve with my boy and my missus, and I don't care. It's just fun.
Yeah,
he'll love it, and so that I can appreciate it on different levels. I think.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
I'm not going to get upset if I don't like it.
No, the thing is, they're not aimed at us anymore.
No,
we've had to kind of pass that baton on. So you just kind of go with the flow.
So, what do you think, figure-wise? Do you think this could be the first Hot Toys 3PO?
Hopefully, we need one.
There's no reason why he couldn't work as an OT. I think because he's got his gold arm back now.
If this is the last film in the trilogy, I mean, we have got The Mandalorian, and there's going to be an Obi-Wan TV series and all that kind of stuff. So I've got no doubt we will get figures from all of that. Yeah, because they've already shown the Mandalorian, some of the Mandalorian stuff. I think they are going to probably milk this last film for all it's worth. But in typical Hot Toys fashion, it wouldn't surprise me if they leave us hanging for a while. So we get a few of the main characters.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if we end up getting yet another R2, because that'd just be a bit of pain. It wouldn't surprise me if we didn't see a C-3PO for a while. I reckon the next C-3PO we see is probably going to be the stupid red-armed Force Awakened one.
Which has never released, has it?
No, but that will pop out at some point, and then all of a sudden we start to get the rest. Because remember, there's still loads from the original trilogy we haven't got yet. They still haven't finished like a load of the Empire ones, like the Empire hand and that. So,
but I suppose the issue is that 3PO from Force Awakens was looking rather dumpy, because in reality, Anthony Daniels is a little bit he's a little bit chubbier than he used to be, and they're going with on-screen accuracy. So obviously, I probably wouldn't be interested in buying a Rise of Skywalker version for an OT version if they go with that look.
They go OT all the way. I'd have that.
Yeah, definitely.
Hands down.
Hopefully, one day we'll see a die-cast 3PO from Hot Toys.
Yeah, I think it'll happen, but I think it'll be a while off.
Could you see the Sideshow have re-released their one and they've fixed the thumbs on it?
Have they?
Yep.
How much is that?
I don't know. I haven't seen the price, but I was just on the thread on SSF, and someone said, "Watch this video and see why you might be pissed off." And they've not mentioned it because they were very cagey about admitting they'd fucked up the thumbs on the original release. So I think when you go on the website, Sideshow website, it still shows the old pictures because they don't want to sort of incite a riot. But there was a guy that was showcasing it in a video, and they've definitely fixed the thumbs.
They fucking needed to. The fucking back and front.
Yeah.
So Greg's popped in with definitely not releasing the Force Awakens C-3PO. I want a Phantom Menace C-3PO naked.
Oh, the naked.
You can have whatever figure you like naked, Greg. It's your choice to be clothed or not. So fill your boots. Fill your boots, mate.
So anyway, we thumbs up for Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to be positive on it and enjoy the ride, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, well, we'll have to do a stream in December, a Christmas time one, when we put our heads together and go, see what it was like.
Yeah, definitely.
So, group shenanigans. This is probably one of my favourite. So this came up. The other day, and it was a subject that it did make me laugh and it was one that was pretty much split 50-50 down the middle. So if I had a brand new mint in seal box, no fuckers open that cunt up, and I sold it, would I be responsible for any damage? So if I sold it to you and I said, right, it's mint in box, there's nothing, I haven't opened it, it's there, not a problem. Well, I don't know if it's a problem, it's just sealed. And I sent it to you, you opened it up and it's smashed to bits, the leather's falling to bits, it's shit. Would it be my problem?
Yeah, see, I'm a bit 50-50 on it, because I think in essence, yes, it is your problem, because as you said, as the seller, you've got an obligation to deliver a product as described, and you're describing it as mint sealed. That's correct, but obviously you don't know if it's mint inside, and it could be that there's something missing, there could be something broken in there, or if it's an older figure, the pleather could have rotted to shit. And I've particularly found that with a lot of old DxO 5 indie figures that I've picked up for parts. The pleather stuff on those is
the holster's just full to shit.
Yeah. So if you're going to sell one of those, which is a figure that's now 8 years old, and you're saying it's mint sealed, there's probably a 75% chance that the holster, the belt, and the satchel strap are fucked.
Yeah.
So you're setting yourself up for a real issue straight away. And obviously the seller is trying to boost the selling price by saying it's mint, but in some ways it could be worth less, because they might end up having to give back quite a bit of money when that turns up and the person opens it up and half of it's fucked, because they've then got to go out and try and find replacements that haven't fallen apart.
Yeah, so I'm super clear on this. Like, if you sell a mint sealed box figure, it's never been opened, you are responsible for it. Yeah. If you turn around and say it is this figure, mint, never been opened, right? You're damn well liable for it.
Yeah.
Right. If you decide to sit on a figure for 5-6 years, right, then you've tried to move it on to make a profit, then that's the risk you take. Yeah. Right. The only way I would ever not accept I would either be fine, okay, it's not your problem. You sell it as a fucking blind box. You turn around and you say, okay, this is, say, a Mark, just use an Iron Man, say it's the Mark 1 Iron Man, right? Yeah. If I say, look, I've got this Mark 1 Iron Man box, there may be in there, it may not be. It could be anything. It could be it's Schrodinger's box.
Exactly. You don't even know if it's got the right figure in it.
Exactly. Like, you just don't know. And everyone's going, yeah, but if they open it, then they can't sell it for as much. Tough shit. Open it up, check what you're selling. Yeah, you're selling it, you have a responsibility, check it, sell it. If you open it up and it's fucked, there's bits wrong with it, at least you know straight away, and you can adjust your price accordingly.
And I think there is some, there's something nice to buy a figure that has never been taken out of its packaging and has never been displayed. But I don't really see why you'd be so bothered about having one where someone's not opened it up and checked it.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Like, to me, you sell it, you're responsible for it.
Because other people might say, well, if you're prepared to buy that thing, and you're taking the word of the seller, then you're taking the risk, because it's as if you were buying it from a retailer. But the thing is, you would have some comeback. So if you bought from a retailer and something was broken or something was missing, then you could contact them and say, look, I need a replacement part. Whereas obviously if you bought it from a individual, or it's something that came out 5, 6, 10 years ago, you've got no chance.
If you're buying something that's old and someone is selling it as mint in seal box, never opened, you're a fucking moron, and the person you're buying it off is a dickhead. Yeah. Because the pair of you are just banking on
it all being perfect.
it's just you're wandering in the realms of fucking fantasy. Like, just if they're not prepared to open it up and check it, don't buy it. Find a decent used second-hand one that you are aware of all the issues. You can look at photos of it. It's mind-boggling that people will go, okay, now I've bought a mint and sealed box figure off of another collector before of a figure that's only just come out. That to me is acceptable because first of all, I know the person that was buying it off.
Yeah.
Second of all, if it did turn up and there was bits broken, I knew he would deal with it because he would just
he'd go back to who he bought it from. So, yeah, that's fine.
And that was purely because he changed his mind. He didn't want the figure anymore by the time it came out. It wasn't a fact of, I've got this, I'm going to sit on it. People who turn around and go, oh, I've had this figure for like 6 years and I've never opened it before and it's been in the cupboard, right? You're a wrong one for a start because who the fuck gets it and goes, I'm not going to open that. I'm going to leave that. That's, what's a load of shit? Just open it, look at it, love it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we'll have an interesting, I'm not going to say what it is yet, but my new this fortnight for 2 weeks' time will be an interesting, it's something that I've bought. Very cool. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not buying it. I'm buying it as new. It's not saying it's sealed, so there are photos of it open, but nothing has ever been moved from the packaging or from the bags within the packaging.
But at least you can look at the photos.
Correct. Yes. I've asked the questions that I need to ask, and he said, as far as I know, I've never taken it out.
I'm not being funny. Everyone uses PayPal as well. If it turns out broken and you take photos and you go, this is how it arrived, they're not going to have photos of the condition it was sent. They're going to side with you in an instant. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I don't understand why people would do it to themselves.
No.
It's a gamble.
And this guy, I think, is sensible. I don't know. It's an old figure. I don't know at which point he did open it. Whether he's only opened it for the sale to sell it, but I think he's very wise too because it's an older figure. 100%. It has known issues, and by opening it up and having a quick look, even with the stuff still in the packaging in the bags, he knows that to his eye, it's what he can see. It's as mint. It's as new. Yeah. But if he never opened it, he would have no clue.
No, exactly. I think just people have to be sensible about it.
Yeah.
I think the people selling it have got it sealed in a box. Cover yourselves. Be prepared. Yeah. Even if they lost a little bit of money on it, they're still going to make more than money than when it was released at retail. Yeah. The person buying it, like, you're going to want to see photos of what you're actually buying.
Yeah.
It would be like if someone came up to you in the car park and said, "I've got a brand new laptop. Do you want to buy it? It's in the box." You're not going to buy it, are you? Because it's going to be a box of potatoes.
Yeah.
It's going to be nonsense. So don't fucking, just don't.
No.
So, now this is probably my favourite section of our show is Custom Corner. Now, there's been some pretty cool stuff in the last few weeks. Now, one of these, which I thought was kind of cool, is the Marco Art Smiling Joker sculpt. With this set, I'm not sure on the price, to be fair. That's my fault for not doing my homework.
Yeah,
but you get the head sculpt and the two sets of hands. Now, the two sets of hands aren't connected to the head, so they can come out. So you'll have a very weird smiling Joker, but that's purely there so you can paint it. Yeah. I quite like it. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a decent look for the Joker. If you set him up at a table and all that, it could be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm quite liking this. I think it looks
quite
cool.
Does it come painted or unpainted?
Unpainted. I think he's doing a painted run.
I'm not sure that. I don't like the eyes on that. They look very.
No, but to be fair, you could always just repaint the eyes.
Oh, of course,
if you didn't like them. Because to be looking at the paint job, I like the rest of it. It looks good. But
to be honest, it needs more blood. It needs blood on the fingers and.
Well, it depends. Well, it depends because he does this a couple of times in the film. He does it at the beginning.
He does. I'm thinking about the end.
Because the thing is with this, if it comes unpainted, so he does a couple of different versions. He does without the makeup. So at the beginning of the film, he's giving it all that, and then he does the makeup version where towards the end of the film he's all bloodied up.
Now, I suppose if he had him sat at a table with a mirror, so he's back to you, but you see the face in the mirror. That would be quite a cool.
To be
display,
honest,
wouldn't it?
what I'd probably do is I would have the mirror, so he's looking at it, and the mirror is kind of facing you, but there's no mirror in it, so he's looking through at you.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Would be kind of my idea of what I wanted to do. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think
so you need to buy so you're looking to buy one in his Joker outfit and the civvy clothes as well.
I was tempted by what's the one that comes with 3 sculpts? Oh fuck it!
Yeah,
They just did that terrible laughter figure.
Yeah,
everyone knows.
I can't remember. We talked about it last.
Yeah, Toya.
Yeah.
So I was looking at getting one of them, and this could be like the 4th sculpt.
Yeah.
Because what I wanted to do with that was the 3rd sculpt, which was the normal one with no makeup, was to try and do the half paint with that.
Yeah.
So he's got half the makeup, but yeah, I don't know yet. But yeah, this is definitely on my one to look out for.
I think it's good.
And then the next one was Greg Customs. So he's doing a post-snap Thanos arm. So this is a little bit interesting because of originally you can do the damaged gauntlet.
Yeah.
Then he realised that actually you can't take the gauntlet off of the Hot Toys arm.
No.
It would be insanely difficult to do. So what he's done is he's actually sculpted the rest of the arm as well. And he said that anyone who pre-ordered, he will do it at the original price. Anyone who jumps on it now will have to pay for the whole arm.
Right, so they pay the gauntlet price.
Yeah. So considering I've picked up Thanos, this looks pretty good. Because what I was thinking I could do is customize one of the heads. So maybe use the grinning head and this arm.
Yeah.
But I think this is probably one that if you picked up another Thanos, you'd have both looks.
Yeah.
But I thought this was quite good, and I
so
like
$129 there. That's the new price for the whole
lot.
Yeah.
Is US dollars.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not.
It's one to watch out for. I'd have to see a couple painted up, to be fair.
For the money.
Yes.
Yeah, because obviously a lot of people are worried about being able to colour match the purple.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the Thanos, is they do a lot of stippling. So by the looks of it, it's a base. It looks like a base purple, with a couple of highlights, and then they've gone to town with the stippling.
Yeah.
So I think it's the stippling that you'd have to get matched. I think if you manage to, which could be slightly harder, because obviously it's randomised. So it could be a little bit tricky. But if it's done right, I think
you're the painter, and you should, you're better qualified than myself to say whether or not you think it's a reasonable.
I think it's definitely doable. And the good thing is as well, is because the arm detaches, is you can literally have it side by side while you're doing it. So the good thing about stuff like this is you can take your time with it, and it will look good. Yeah. So I like the look of that.
Yeah, I like it.
Doing one of them. And then last but not least, our good. Now Inigo is one of my favourite sculptors. I make no bones about it.
Yeah.
He's at it again. Yes, this time with a Han Solo. So I have his V1 that he's done, and I really, really like that. I think it's probably the best Han Solo out there. I think it's better than the Hot Toys version because it looks slightly older. so it's good for an Empire or Return of the Jedi. Yeah. This is apparently the Empire version. It's got a slight smirk. Now, what you'll find with Inigo is he will do an Indiana Jones with a slight smirk. He will do one with a smile. He will do all that, and then there'll be like a Han Solo teased. Yeah. So effectively, what he does is he uses the same. He tweaks the same sculpt, puts new hair on it, takes stubble off, puts some new hair on it, and to be fair, it looks really good. So if he does put this up for pre-order, I'm all on this because I think I could probably upgrade my V1.
So is that skipping? Would you be skipping the Indy?
No. I think because of the Indy sculpt I've got at the moment is the grinning one. Yeah. I think I need a regular one as well. So it depends. If he turns around and says this fucker's not going to be even going to production for like 6 months, I'll order both.
Because we talked about the price last show, didn't we? And they're looking at being about £125 mark, unpainted. so they're getting quite pricey now. And to be honest, all I do is I see this come out and I thought, oh, you fucking bastard. I'm trying to get out of this hobby. Well, not get out, but I'm trying to lock this my display in and slow down. And I'm not doing a very good job because, it looks fantastic.
That's good, doesn't it?
I mean, you and I differ in opinion massively on the Janix hand sculpts because I love them and you fucking hate them. You think it looks like a Neanderthal.
I mean, look, I like these bits that Jinx does that I think is really, really good. I think he's probably one of the best things he's done. I do like that, but I think I'm spoilt by Inigo's work. I mean, there's been I wasn't a fan of the Luke or the Chinese Obi-Wan, but I've seen he's stuff from Blade Runner looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not slagging anyone off. I love the guy's work, but I just think his Star Wars stuff is just a little bit.
No, that's absolutely fine, mate. The reason I bring it up
is a very good point, Greg. Who makes the damaged Thanos arm? That is Greg's Customs, I think it was.
Yeah.
So drop Greg a ring and he will sort you out.
Yeah, no, the reason I mention that is because obviously because I'd like the Janix sculpt, and I've already got 4 of those. I've got 3 A New Hopes and a 1 Empire. So I've kind of got the custom hand thing.
Didn't he do a layer as well?
No.
Who did? No. I could have sworn he did.
No, not that I'm aware of. He's only done hand Luke and Obi-Wan. I've got a couple of Lukes and Obi-Wan. I like them, but maybe it's it's a Marmite thing.
The thing is, I think with his stuff is that it's all down to the paintwork. Because to be fair, like the ones I've seen, some of the paintwork wasn't a big fan of, and that's probably coloured it slightly. But to be fair, he sculpts way better than I ever could.
Yeah, his own paintwork is okay, but it's not as good as some of the very best. So, you make your choice. But as I say, I would be interested in maybe picking one of these up if you go.
I would be super interested if someone like Rocco did a few more Star Wars scopes. He's done a few here and there, like Star Killer. I think he did a Lando at some point, but he's never touched like Han or Luke. I would be super interested if he did those. So I think he could probably nail those. Oh, he did. Obviously, he did Tarkin as well. But if Rocco went into Star Wars, I'd be cool on that.
Inigo's Return of the Jedi Luke, I think, is fantastic.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. So there's people asking him if he'll do a New Hope, which is obviously a very different face sculpt, really, because of his accident.
If he did New Hope Luke, I'd be buying a Hot Toys New Hope Luke. Yeah. Just I've got one.
Yeah. But you hate that outfit.
His space pajamas. Yeah.
You told me
I do.
Never owned
but I think with if you put the poncho on it, so you put the item that wasn't even in the fucking film on it, it suddenly looks great. I don't
deleted scenes. Yeah.
If you go down that route.
Well, no, he's wearing it when they go into Docking Bay 94.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the only time he wears it in the movie from what was released. Yeah. It does look quite cool. I do quite like the poncho, actually. It's quite nice.
When you get it posed up, he's got that big fuck-off rifle. It don't look too bad.
Yeah. So, I'll be watching this with interest. As I say, I just think, oh, fucking hell, man. Give my wallet a break.
I know, he's fucking killing us.
But
he's killing us.
Yeah.
We'll have to try. We'll have to try and get him on once we're...
it'd be fantastic.
Well, once we actually know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
We get him on.
Well, I think I know how to do the slides next time, so that's a start.
That's a start, yeah.
Yep.
Well, to be fair, at least we've got slides this week.
Yep.
Zach will be super happy because I know he gets the rage on if we don't.
Yeah, no, I think the slides are good. You know, I mean, obviously,
Cool.
if you're listening on the podcast, you've got no fucking idea what we're talking about.
No, you're bollocks.
But if for the YouTube and hopefully Facebook today.
Yeah, it's been working because that's what
brilliant.
Greg's been commenting on. So we're all good.
And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this week's ramblings from the UK.
Yeah. So just do a couple of shout outs. So obviously to the Collecting Weekly guys, to the Small Talk guys. You're all great, fantastic, loving the stuff this week. I really enjoyed the Joker stuff. Obviously, they weren't able to record this week, so they'll be back on Tuesday. And then you'll have Damien and the boys back on that Thursday, and then we're back in a fortnight's time. So they're great. I've been listening to a lot of 6L Scavengers. They're great, and Mint Seal Box. Been listening to those guys. I practically live off Justin's reviews. They're always on my telly, and I always flick them on.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying these reviews, particularly of the couple of things I might have new in a fortnight. But yeah, that's pretty much me done, Pete. I'm done. I'm going to get packed up. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, cool.
My voice has made it through, so that's good.
Yep. The aids are wearing off, so you're doing good there.
Hopefully, I'll be sounding back to normal in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, cool. All right, so that's bye from me.
Yeah, and bye from me.
See you later, mate. Cheers, bye.
Bye.